In part one of day 15 of our 2024 Alaskan vacation, we arrive at the port of Skagway, Alaska, and travel north across the Canadian border into British Columbia and Yukon Territory. Skagway on the Taya Inlet was an important saltwater port during the Klondike Gold Rush. The White Pass and Yukon Route narrow gauge railway, part of the area's mining pass, has its starting point in the port of Skagway. Skagway is also the setting for part of Jack London's book, The Call of the Wild.
Well, here we are docked in Skagway, and we're waiting to take our up to the Yukon today.
Exactly right. Good. Good. Have a good time. Yeah, good. Yeah. Look at that car. That is awesome.
We embarked on our Yukon Territory adventure aboard a motor coach, traveling the Klondike Highway. The scenic drive paralleled the route used by prospectors during the 1898 Klondike Gold Rush over the White Pass Summit and into Canada's Yukon Territory. As we ascended the 3,290-foot White Pass summit, the lush growth of the coast gave way to a rugged wilderness. Our first stop was the Skagway Grade Summit Rest Area in the Stikine region of British Columbia, Canada, just over the border from Alaska.
This is our first stop. We're in British Columbia right now. Just a little farther to
The Skagway Grade Summit Rest Area is also known as the White Pass Summit. It is a scenic overlook and the high point of the White Pass Trail, reaching an elevation of 3,292 feet. It offers stunning views of the surrounding mountains, glaciers, and the Tormented Valley, a subarctic alpine tundra. It is characterized by unique rock formations, green lakes, and colorful lichen. This is Epilobium, a genus of flowering plants in the family Onagriseae. It is most prevalent in the subarctic, temperate, and subantarctic regions and is commonly known as willow herb. There was a sign at the rest stop letting us know that we were entering avalanche terrain. Sure enough, there had recently been an avalanche, and they were working hard to clear the road of the debris. As we continued along the Klondike Highway, there were waterways paralleling the road. Although they looked like a river, they were separate strings of lakes. Our next stop was Touchai Lake Turnout.
Second stop in British Columbia.
The Touchai Lake Turnout is a viewpoint and recreational area along the South Klondike Highway in British Columbia. It provides scenic views of the lake and access for fishing, boating, and other recreational activities. Touchai Lake is culturally significant to the Carcross, Tagish, and Taku River Tlingit First Nations. The lake is also a high-value lake trout habitat. We next stopped at Bove Island Viewpoint.
We're now on the Yukon. There's an island called Bove Island in the middle of the lake, which I forget what it's called. And here's again the Bulls Island, looking from another vantage point.
The viewpoint overlooks uninhabited Bove Island and some smaller unnamed islets in Tagish Lake. The area was part of a historical paddle route during the Yukon Gold Rush, and strong winds here caused many boat wrecks. Our next stop was Carcross. Carcross Yukon Territory is a small unincorporated community located on Bennett and Nares Lakes. It is home to the Carcross Tagish First Nation, and the area was a significant hunting and fishing ground for thousands of years.
We're now in Carcross Yukon Territory. Short stop.
During the Klondike Gold Rush, it was a crucial stop for prospectors traveling to and from Dawson City. The White Pass and Yukon Railway, completed in 1900, made Carcross a major transportation hub. Carcross Commons is a collection of retail spaces that serves as a gathering place to experience local culture and art.
This is the Caribou hotel, which is purported to be haunted. Apparently this town has a vortex around it, and UFOs and ghosts, and Bigfoot has been seen around here.
The Caribou Hotel is recognized as one of the oldest buildings in the Southern Lakes region and a rare example of early 20th century commercial architecture in Yukon. It is currently undergoing restoration with plans to reopen as a boutique hotel featuring cabins, guest rooms, a restaurant, and a saloon. The Surly Bird Saloon is named after Polly the Parrot, who is famous for swearing at guests. There are also rumors that the hotel is haunted by a former operator named Bessie Gideon.
That's the Matthew Watson General Store in Carcross.
The Matthew Watson General Store is the oldest operating store in the Yukon, dating back to the 1898 Klondike Gold Rush. It's more than just a store, it also offers a glimpse into the past with its historical artifacts and atmosphere. This is a train bridge in Carcross. The little engine known as the Duchess was once part of a match set. She and her partner, the Duke, were built in September 1878 for the Dunsmuir and Diggy Company. For a time, the two little locomotives hauled coal for the Wellington and Colliery Railway. White Pass bought the little engine in 1899 and put her to work on the Taku Tramway the following year. It was a miniature version of a railway, only 2 miles long, which connected Tagish Lake and Atlin Lake. Since there was no turntable at the eastern end, the return trip was made going backwards. The Duchess was taken out of service in 1919 and replaced with another engine. She was moved to Carcross in the 1950s.
This is the scar. This is the Carcross Desert.
The Carcross Desert is commonly referred as the smallest desert in the world, but is in reality a series of sand dunes. The area's climate is too humid to be considered a true desert. The sand was formed during the last glacial period, when large glacial lakes formed and deposited silt. When the lakes dried, the dunes were left behind. Today, sand comes mainly from the nearby Bennett Lake, carried by the wind. We next stopped at Wild Adventure Yukon. Wild Adventure Yukon is a popular experiential excursion site located in the Southern Lakes region of the Yukon. It offers a variety of family-friendly activities and experiences designed to provide a glimpse into Yukon's culture, history, and wildlife. Our first stop was a barbecued luncheon at the dining hall. This is a large piece of Yukon jade. Our next stop was the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Museum.
And this is the Mountie Museum.
Wildlife Museum was a very large taxidermy exhibit. They had a small petting zoo.
Yep. And they have a petting zoo here. There's Buttercup and Ringo.
There were also alpacas at the petting zoo. There were sled dog rides as well as huskies for adoption.
And we have some more sled dogs. Apparently you can adopt them if you want. There's just puppies for sledding.
And he's being attacked by a puppy. Booty scratches, Greg. Booty.
Hey, puppy. there some on the other side?
Stick away from it.
Those must be.
Wild Adventure Yukon Mushers only breed their dogs when they are building their racing teams. They don't always have sled dog pups specifically on site, but work with the White Horse Humane Society to assist with fostering puppies as they wait for their forever home.
They all want to be chosen. I don't know what's going on.
Our final stop before making our way back to Skagway Port was Emerald Lake.
This is called Emerald Lake. Just north of where we had stopped.
Emerald Lake is known for its intense bright green color. This distinct color is due to light reflecting off white deposits of marl, a mixture of clay and calcium carbonate on the shallow lake bed. The high concentration of calcium carbonate in the water here comes from limestone gravels eroded from the nearby mountains and deposited here 14,000 years ago by the glaciers of the last ice age. Glacial erosion was also responsible for scooping out the shallow lake bed. Harry and I thank you for watching part 1 of day 15 of our 2024 Alaskan vacation. We hope you'll join us for part 2, where we board the White Pass and Yukon Route Railway in Carcross, Yukon Territory, for a scenic ride back to the port of Skagway, Alaska.